Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and boy, are we gonna jump into some Mekanism today. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so let's get started with today's episode. We're actually gonna be working towards getting the tungsten. I think it's crystal. Yeah, the tungsten crystal. This guy is gonna take a lot of time today to actually get, because we're gonna have to do several different machines to get this thing. And what I ended up doing was taking some sticky notes and writing down each process that it took to actually get to this step. It's pretty ridiculous. It's a pretty intense setup because you need a chemical washer. So that's that's two machines already that I know I'm going to need. Is the base machine, which is the chemical crystallizer, the chemical washer, and then for the chemical washer, you're going to need some kind of machine to give you infinite water. Okay, we can do that with a fluid ender tank, so I can easily get that. And then we also need a C dissolution chamber, and we also need to make this ore. So this ore is made in a combiner, so we have to remember that as well. So there's just a long list of things that we're actually going to need, and we're gonna get started with that here in just a second. So let's go ahead and hop in. I'm going to try my best to get most of the machines made, as you can see, but we need to set up some like base things to get things going before we can even do that. So let's get a, let's look under Mekanism, and we're going to need a Metallurgical Infuser. I think Metallurgical Infuser. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna need some osmium. I'm pretty sure we have just about everything for this. We have the osmium right here. I may have to make some more. Oh wait, I have an osmium chicken, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I might actually have that. We have iron, redstone. I just need cobblestone. Just a little bit of cobblestone. Nothing too crazy there. I think my chickens are just right around the corner here. On the complete opposite corner. But what we're going to do, we're going to grab a couple stacks of that, a couple stacks of redstone. Find my osmium chicken. Did I even make an osmium chicken? I don't think I did. I might have to do that. It won't take very long to actually do that, but we might do that later. Yeah, I'm going to try and put it in here in this room for right now. I think this stuff is going to end up being moved into one of the tiny storages. That way it's just kind of hid away. And we don't have to really hear it, because this is some loud machines, guys. I mean, this is loud. Loud machinery. Let's actually get a stack of cobblestone. I just want to get a stack in there. Okay. I guess it ended up putting... Oh, it put it in that chest. Well, that's no good. Let's go ahead and do this. Then we can request... some cobblestone. There we go. Okay. So back to what we were doing. Making a Metallurgical Infuser. And then we also... I kind of want to go into thermal. And make some leadstone... Let's see. Did we not unlock our piping? Let's go under quest. Quest book. Thermal enhancements. Oh, we need Enderium ingots? We have plenty of Enderium ingots, guys. Plenty. We can complete that quest already. How good is that? Where's our Enderium chicken? Right here. Do we have 256 stored up? Oh, we almost have enough. Almost. We'll just let it go while we're continuing. I was hoping for some leadstone flux ducts. I think they are hidden behind that unlock. I'm pretty sure that's the case. That's okay. For right now, we'll just do high voltage. I think these are high voltage, yeah. Let's do high voltage. And we'll just have this connected for right now. Eventually, I just have my high voltage connected directly to here, and we won't have to worry about it. That's okay. Okay, so let's set this up real quick. No biggie. Toss that on there. Hopefully that we don't have to use mechanism power. And yes, good. Okay. Okay, so it uses RF. Good. Exactly what I wanted it to happen. Okay, so let me kind of get my notes. It's so crazy. The list that I have. Got to put it somewhere I can see. Okay, so we need an electrolytic separator, and that's going to require some parts. And we're also going to need some fluid. So this requires the core, but a lot of the things that we're going to need to automate is this enriched alloy. And we need to get this automated like as soon as we can. As you can see, it just requires some power. Also getting some upgrades in the machine will be nice. So redstone and iron is what we have to get in this thing right off the bat. So redstone's not a big deal. You can also use redstone blocks. That works as well. And then putting this in here. As you can see, instantly starts to get loud. It's just going to be loud. I think we can look into upgrades already. Speed upgrades. Okay, so osmium dust. So also, let's go ahead and look at the crusher. So we can actually make a crusher. I think this is what this... Yeah, it does crush things. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, we're going to need some of these like basic circuits. So I think I might make 2 of the infusers. Metallurgical infusers. Let me grab my cobblestone. I need to make a couple more furnaces. And this is just so I can get my machines made, because this is just going to take quite a while to get these things set up. Guys, it just really is. Because this mechanism stuff is going to take a little while. Now, what was that on this setup? Because this one needs to be making different parts. We need to be making the control circuits, which is osmium and redstone. Alright, so I'm going to make an osmium chicken real quick, and I'll be back. Alright, guys, so I got my osmium chicken. Doing pretty good over here. I'm going to grab a few of them out already, so we can kind of get that started. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I did go ahead and make the Enchanter. I just needed this going off camera, really. I just need this thing going as fast as possible. I started off with bookcases, and you actually can use 6 of these magical wood to actually power the entire Enchanter, versus having, I think it's 13 bookcases or something like that. But yeah, it looks like I've got this. I need to figure out a better way to do this, actually. I probably just need to put a hopper here and just have a hopper with a chest above it. That way the lapis actually goes in there. Because as you can see, I'm producing the magical wood. I need 256 of this, so I'm going to need 4 stacks. And yeah, I don't have that right now. So I'm working on getting all the wood and stuff done, but that's going to take some time. Let's go ahead and do this, and now, hopefully that opens up leadstone flux ducts. Maybe? It does, okay. Leadstone flux ducts. They may have been opened earlier, but I don't remember seeing them. When I searched them, it wasn't showing up. Right? Yeah, it wasn't showing up earlier, so now it is. So yeah, that is what we unlocked. Perfect. So yeah, stage TE. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and make a bunch of these. I do need. I don't think I have a lead chicken. Yeah, I do. I just don't have it in here. Right? Tungsten steel. If I had some names on here, I think I have a lead chicken. A lead chicken is something I'm gonna definitely need to make, but I do have lead. So I'll grab a bunch of that, and we'll use that later on. I am going to need a bunch of redstone, though. A bunch of redstone, bunch of iron, some more osmium. Yeah, let's get this party started. Oh boy. So these guys are cooking along, definitely. Let's get some redstone in this. Let's drop some osmium in there. And that guy's cooking along. Get some more redstone. Good. Okay, so what I'm going to end up doing, I think now we have aqueous accumulator. We totally have access to the aqueous accumulator through thermal. Right down here. So yeah, I'm going to set this guy up. Shouldn't take too long. We should make some copper gears. I think all of that is made right in here. So yeah, I'm going to do all this stuff off camera and kind of get some leadstone flux ducts as well. I'm going to get my aqueous accumulator ready, and we should be good, ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, so I ended up making a few more machines. I have 4 crushers and 4 of the Metallurgical Infusers, just to kind of make things a little bit faster. You kind of need to craft things in bulk. I also set this up with the ender tank, so I now have a water tank hooked up to a sink. That's actually faster. I find that the sink is faster than the aqueous accumulator. So I have that, and I have speed upgrades, and if you take a look, I think you can see it right here. I now have 88 grid power, and that is due... Why is this... Okay, thank you for randomly shutting off. I think I hit a random key or something. But up here, I went ahead and used this. This fit perfect. So I was able to set these 3 up. Now they are kind of, they do have a loss after, so 11% efficiency loss, which is okay. It's okay. It just means the more I make, the less they're going to work properly. But I have 88, which is awesome. So I can now use speed upgrades and just about everything. So speed upgrades are now a thing. But as you can see, these are really loud. So let's fix that. Let's make some muffler upgrades. I think that's going to be plenty. And we can go into our upgrade slot and add the upgrades. And that's going to help make them quieter. Every single one of these. They need to drastically, the volume needs to drastically go down. Yeah, they just need to. These are still pretty loud. I think what I need is some more steel dust. Right, that's all I was really needing. And yeah, I can finish these off. And there was one that was missing. How many do I have in here? Oh well, it sounds pretty quiet. I'm just going to throw this one in here again. I think that was the one that was missing it. But that is much better. No more horrible sound. These guys are all pretty much muffled. And it's all due to the steel dust. So, perfect. And we have a bunch of it. So, I'm grinding this stuff up because we're going to need that here soon for our electrolyzer. We're going to need all these different dusts. Osmium dust, stuff like that. And eventually we're going to use these crushers for diamonds, things of that nature. It's going to make life a lot easier. So, one of the main things that you need to make in Mekanism is the Electrolytic Separator. And you need one of these guys for that. So, that's where we're going to get some of our parts out. I am still continuing to make these guys. Let's go ahead and get those out. I only need 64 on us for right now. Redstone and iron. And we should have everything to make this guy. Right? Perfect. Okay. So this. We need at least one of them. I don't know if we need more than one of the electrolytic separators. I don't think we will. But I do know this guy has to be fed water. So it's a little bit different of a machine. Because of how it produces things. So I need to figure out a place to put this so things are not going to be in its way. Because it does work a certain way. And I think, honestly, the fluid goes into here. And the sides are where our fluids output. I do believe. So back here, get a placement block. I'm going to set up my ender tank to feed this thing water. I don't think I can feed it water through the back. I really don't. So let me get some fluid. Transfer nodes. We shouldn't need very many. Same with the pipes. I'm pretty sure these pipes will work with it. We don't have to stick with mechanism stuff. All of this stuff should work, I think. So we'll do a drain pipe here. And I think it can go in here. Yes. It's weird. It had a little bit of power in it. So yeah, that's going to fill up pretty slow. I don't think I need to have this going in a different direction. I do want this kind of sticking out here so I can access all the sides. Because we are going to kind of have a mess over here, probably with this setup, until I get it inside a little compacting world thing. So yeah, this is going to do that. Let's give it some power. Like that. So there's that horribly loud machine. I think we can actually take some of these out and drop them in here. I don't know if you need multiples. Let's get 2 more. So this guy is pretty loud. Ah, that's much better. I don't mind the hum. This noise I don't like. Okay, so as you can see, it's making hydrogen and oxygen. What we really need is oxygen. Hydrogen we kind of need to vent off. So that's where the tanks come in handy. Okay, so we need just a regular basic gas tank. So that should work. All we have... I don't think there's a difference between the advanced tank besides the amount it holds. So the basic gas tank is what we're probably going to need to use. Now the thing with the gas is we do need to use mechanism pipes for that. Okay, so we do have basic fluid tanks and these are the gas tanks. Okay. So hydrogen is a gas. Oxygen is a gas. So let's make these things. I'm pretty sure these have valves as well. Like you can vent off. Or can we set it here? Dump excess. Oh, so we don't even need it. We can just dump excess on this side. So anytime that this gets extra, it's just going to pour the excess out. Okay. That's even better. Maybe I was thinking of an older version of mechanism. Yeah, but the main thing we need is oxygen. Okay. So oxygen... we have that. We can check that off of our list. So next we need to work on getting that sulfur dioxide that was a part of the list. And we needed sulfur. So I did make a sulfur chicken. So that wasn't an issue. I made that last episode, in between episodes. So it looks like we need some steel for sure. These basic circuits. We're gonna need 2 chests. That's easy to grab. And then we go back here. Man, sometimes it doesn't want to go, or doesn't want to type what you want it to type. We have buckets. And we need to make some of the gas chambers we were talking about earlier. So I think we can make all of that right here. So chemical oxidizer is what we're going to need for that. Personal chest. Oh, we need glass. That's right. We need glass. We need our 2 chests that we were waiting for. And we have everything for that. So there's our personal chest. We need the dynamic tank. There's that guy. I wonder what the dynamic tank does. It's a multi-block structure capable of storing great amounts of fluid. Oh. I didn't even know about that. Now I do. We needed to grab some osmium. There we go. And we have everything to make the chemical oxidizer. Okay. So this is a machine in its own right. Okay. So I need to find somewhere else to put this as well, because this is also going to be producing a specific type of fluid. I think I might put it here. And it's going to, okay, so I guess you can output from any side. I don't think you have to choose. Let's see. Let's run this over here. We can use that to power it. That's okay. Okay, so now we have to go grab some sulfur, because that's what's going to give us sulfur. Okay. And once we get this set up, we can easily change how this setup works. We don't have to stick with this design. We can find out what works best for us. But I need to visually see what machines are doing what. Wow, that is a weird sound. Okay, so it makes 100 millibuckets of sulfur dioxide in a little bit of time. So that's not that bad. Let's go ahead and actually... I'll take 2 of those. This is a horrible sounding machine. I could just make a bunch of them. These machines don't sound that bad, and I think they only needed 2. This guy needs to be completely muffled. Wow, that barely... Okay, there it goes. Completely muffled. And there's our sulfur dioxide. Awesome. So the sulfur dioxide and the oxygen, those are 2 things that we definitely need. And they're all going to go in a... what is this called? Let's actually pull up what we're actually making. Tungsten. Tungsten crystal. Okay, so we need the sulfuric acid. And to get sulfuric acid, we need sulfur trioxide. Right? And to get sulfur trioxide, you need oxygen and sulfur dioxide. So we're going to need another chemical infuser. No, we don't have a chemical infuser yet. So yeah, this is what we need it for. We need it for the sulfur trioxide, because the sulfur trioxide is used in making sulfuric acid, which we are going to need. Okay, good to know. So I guess we need to make a chemical infuser now. Okay, so what's the chemical infuser going to require? Ooh, another dynamic tank and just a couple of tanks. So I think we need 2 of the chemical infusers. We're going to need them eventually. So we should be able to get that. So we have a chemical infuser. I think we have everything on us for that. Right, we already have the dynamic tanks. We just need to make a few of those. Oh yeah, I think we're ready to make this thing. Can you work? Sometimes it does not want to work. Okay. Wow. I guess I'm doing it one at a time. Wow. Yeah, sometimes it's a bug in the crafting table on a stick. It just doesn't want to craft sometimes. But that's okay. So there's 1. Need to make a couple more tanks. And bam, 2. Okay, so we'll need them later. It's weird they don't stack on each other. Kind of weird. Okay. I want to place this guy... Where would I want it? Here? Maybe? So we can run some tubing. Actually, I may put them right here. Because we're going to have to run piping to this thing. And it's probably going to get a little crazy. I can see power going in the back. I think that's what that's saying. Let me get this noodle wiring going on. So that's how that goes. So this middle is probably where it outputs, so we need to get tubing on each side. Okay. Let's see. The piping is kind of hard to see, but we do have universal pressurized tubes, logistical tubes. I think pressurized tubes is how you move gases. Mechanical pipe. Pressurized tube is BTs. Okay, basic pressurized tubes. Okay, so that looks pretty easy to make. It's just steel and glass. Basic pressurized tubing. And I don't know if you can change the color of it or anything like that. I think Mekanism has a wrench. Maybe not. I think it does. Configurator. This thing. I'm pretty sure that's what it uses. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but we may have to later. Okay, so this side is going to have oxygen coming from it. And then this is going to carry over that. Okay, so it may be like really crazy, but we're making sulfuric trioxide like we want to. Kind of cool, actually. I'm kind of liking this. So yes, this stuff. This stuff is used. Let's go back to the crystal so we can see. The sulfuric trioxide is going to be used eventually to make the sulfuric dioxide. So back to the tungsten crystal. And get through all this. So here's the sulfuric trioxide. And now we need to actually work on making water vapor. So we need a decondensate trading. Wow, that is a big word, man. Decondensation. Or decondensate. I think I'm saying that right. A rotary condensator. That's what we need. So here's where we are probably going to eventually get to the configurator. We need a basic tank. We need this tablet, so that requires some gold. Okay. So we got a few things we can actually probably get rid of in here. I'm actually going to check my sulfuric. Make sure that has some in it. I might even put a hopper on the top and make sure sulfuric acid is always going in there. So we always have some of this stuff. Okay. So let's try and make this thing. Yeah. Let's see how this thing is actually made for water vapor. Okay, so I know we need some tanks. And what is this thing called? A rotary something a widget. That's what I'm going to call it from now on, something widget. But there we go. So this is going to be its own machine. I'm just going to basically act like these things are not back there. And run some more cabling across. There we go. So now this has some power. So we need to do another pump thing and feed in water. Okay. This is not going to be too difficult. We'll just get our tank here. I wonder if it'd be better if I put it on the other side. I don't think so. I think this is input and this is output. You can see one side's bigger than the other. Output seems to be larger. There we go. And then I can strap this here. That is not working. Okay, so does it? I show water over here. Water vapor makes water. You make water vapor. Okay, water's on that side. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this back. So confusing, you just don't know. It's all good though. Is this flickering on and off? Ah, because it's running out of that. Okay. let's actually put this guy here now. Perfect. Dig another hole. And there we go. Now that should be working. There it goes. And it outputs on this side. And this is water vapor. Okay. Always good to know. Okay, so that's exactly what we needed. So these are some really loud machines. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to get through this. We're almost halfway through the operations that we need to be able to make this item. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds awesome to me. All right, so what I ended up doing was I ended up hooking up a pipe here, kind of extracting the sulfur dioxide. And on this side, I have the water vapor. So let's just kind of move the vapor over here. So that... Oh, maybe the water vapor is not actually a gas. There's a very good chance that that's the case. Will it fill up this pipe, though? Okay. Oh, I have to turn this, by the way. Oh, there it goes. I had to move this back because it was actually too close to here, so it was actually filling this pipe up. So there it goes. Now we're generating sulfuric acid. And that's exactly what we need. So we are getting so close. So we're about to the point to making the slurry because we need sulfuric acid to wash this guy in this machine. Now this machine requires an atomic alloy. And to do that we need compressed obsidian as a base fuel. So we need to grind up obsidian, right? That's how this works, right? Taking obsidian, not obsidian ingots. I think you have to use obsidian ingots now that I think about it. Oh, we can use obsidian dust. And you get obsidian dust from grinding obsidian. You can use this grinder, right? I think you can use almost any grinder, right? I don't know. Let's take some obsidian. I really think that's what it's saying. I mean, you can do that. Let's see. This machine... Not a chemical washer, that's not what we need. We need this guy. So yeah, it's showing compressed obsidian, which that's a different machine. Let's go back. Refined obsidian can be made from a refined obsidian ingot, which is made in an osmium compressor. We could try that way. Or we can make refined obsidian dust via diamond and pulverized obsidian. Or crushed obsidian. Any version. Pulverized obsidian probably wouldn't be too hard to get. It's made... Okay, so yeah, we can totally make it. That's the way we're going to do it. We're going to do diamond in one of these guys. This is empty, we can dump it. There we go. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some diamond dust in there. Alright, so after crushing some diamond up in my crusher, which is really nice, I'm glad that I have those machines. I also went ahead and got my tungsten steel chickens. I actually didn't realize I had them already at 10, 10, 10, and I just never put it in here. So yeah, I just threw it in here. So I gave it some time to kind of build up a few ingots. And I'm actually crushing them right now because we're going to have to make some ore. As weird as that sounds, we're going to have to make some ore with this dust. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to actually work on making the combiner. So let's go into here. And actually, let's just search it. It's called the combiner. And it does require a few things that we're going to have to work on. So we can use the elite data control circuits, which are going to be easier to make than these guys. Just because we don't actually... I mean, we have this stuff. It's just going to be easier to make the elite control circuits. Because to make an advanced control circuit, it's pretty simple. So that's not a big deal. We're going to grab a few things out of here. Alright, so let's grab a few things. I have my stuff set up here. So it should be pretty easy to get this. I'm already working on this stuff. So the reinforced alloy requires some diamond. crushed diamond. And it ends up making the reinforced alloy. And then over here we have the refined obsidian dust that we're producing, which is diamond and pulverized obsidian. And if we take a look here, it's going to be used to make the atomic alloy. And I'm going to make that here in just a second in this guy. Yeah, I think this one. We can go ahead and empty this. Who cares? We have tons of redstone. It's infinite. We don't even have to worry about it anymore. So we're going to put that in there. And we're going to take a few of these. And we're actually going to pop those in there. And those are going to start combining. And this is still producing, so we still have tons. But we needed to grab these, because we're going to be using those to craft. Also, I need to grab my circuits. And there we go. So I think it was this and this makes the advanced, and we're going to need 2 of those. So there we go. And then we also need 2 of the reinforced alloys. So we should be able to make 2 of those. And the rest should just fall in place. I need cobblestone. There we go. I need 1 steel casing. And it's like, yeah, that's basically it. What are we missing? Oh, this is this. It's cobblestone. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So we have that. I'm actually just going to throw it right here for right now. I do need to go grab some cobblestone real quick. Get a stack of it. Then we can head back and we can start working some more. So this is as simple as having some cobblestone down here and taking our tungsten dust and putting that in there. And that's going to start combining, and that should give us that wolf ore, right? I think so. Yeah, the wolframite. There we go. So now we have our wolframite ore, and making the crystal should become fairly easy now, right? And I really hope this is the crystal that we actually need to complete the quest. Let me just double check before I start, like, literally. Okay, so the tungsten crystal is what we need. Okay, I wonder what thought went through deciding to use this crystal. I don't know. So we have our sulfuric acid. Now we need a C dissolution chamber, right? So we need a dissolution chamber. This is where it requires that atomic alloy. Everything else is pretty easy. We just need basic. We have everything, I think. Yep, there we go. There's our atomic alloys, and we're good to go. We're completing a lot of quests, by the way, with this going on. Okay. All right, so this, we just need a few of those, which we need this to make it. Might as well just use this, since we're literally that close. Did not mean to use that. There we go. Oh, we need redstone. It's the only thing we were needing. And there's our 2 tanks. Perfect. And I think that's... we have everything else. So there's our chemical dissolution chamber. Okay, so how do we need to set this up? So what goes into the chemical dissolution chamber is just the sulfuric acid, and that's going to give us the tungsten slurry. Okay. So I think we can set that here. How does it work? Okay, so we have this side, right? This is the side we need to pump this into, the sulfuric acid, which is a fluid. So we should be able to extract it with this. No. It's not working that way. Okay. Will it work with this? Okay, so it will. Okay, so sulfuric acid, it's I guess a gas in this case. Okay. That makes total sense. And then we just need to throw this in here. And that should start to work, I hope. After we give it power. What am I thinking? We have to give it power first. And I can go ahead and break this. We don't need that there. And there it goes. Okay, so we're getting the tungsten slurry. Awesome. We're literally a few steps away from having an ME storage system, guys. We're that close. Like, this isn't... Oh, man. So the next we need a chemical washer. And I think this is also a fairly cheap machine. Yes, it is. Chemical washer. We need another set of the... We should have just made a bunch of those tanks to begin with. Seems like we're making a ton of them. Also throw that in there. We'll take out that. And we'll grab the washer. Wow, that was fairly easy. Okay, so the washer has a couple of ports. So we're going to need the tungsten slurry going into it and water, which is going to give us clean tungsten slurry. How does this guy work? Okay, so one goes into the top. I'm going to assume, which is not always a good thing, that water is going to go on the side. So let me get my ender tank. And we're going to pump water into the side. If this doesn't work, then we know we've completely done it wrong. And we just fail. And then we have to quit the pack, right, guys? That's probably not a funny joke. Oh man, I've come so long, such a long way. I don't think I should be quitting this anytime soon. Okay, so it doesn't go in that side. Maybe... I'll see if it goes on this side. Maybe it goes on top. It goes on top. Okay. That honestly makes it easier on us. Makes it a little bit easier. And what block do we break? This one. There we go. Okay, so I will throw this guy up here. And we'll just run the pipe directly down. Okay, and so water's going in there. And I'm going to assume that this actually needs to be on the other side then. Let's break this machine. And we'll place it this way. So that way the fluid, or the tungsten slurry will go directly here. Just like that. So now we're getting tungsten slurry. And we just need to give this thing some power. It's going to look ugly, guys. I know. Don't judge. As long as we're getting to the final product, which we are, we're one step away. We're one step away. I honestly have no idea what this item would actually be used for normally. I really couldn't tell you. It looks like for some stuff, maybe. I don't know. But, okay, so the chemical washer is making that. Now we need a chemical crystallizer. And this guy requires the atomics and 2 more basic tanks. Wow. This is not hard at all. Guys, it's not hard. It's really not. It just really takes some thought. Like, you have to really think about all the different steps that's required in making this thing. And you should be golden after that. Alright, how does this place? So it goes on this side. There we go. And, guys, after we give this power, it's making crystal. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be making the tungsten slurry, so it's going to be making a tungsten crystal. Wow. And we only need 32 of those, and we have an ME system, guys. 32. Look at the system we have set up. It's kind of crazy looking, but we're all running it off of leadstone flux ducts. I'm so glad we have access to those. Those make life a lot easier. I need to get more sulfuric acid in there. I think the only thing that we really need to watch, because everything else is basically automated and ready to go. All it requires is some power. So sulfuric acid. I think I can just throw a hopper on the top. And we can call it a day. Will throwing a hopper work? Is there a configurable... No, there's not. Is it the backside that this guy works off of? Because if so, what I can do is just move this. I can just move this guy completely. I don't even pick up my machine. And I think we can set it like right here. And I think that will work. So we have power going to it. I think items need to go on this side. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, so I can throw a hopper right there. Actually, it's easier to reach there, actually. It's not bad at all, guys. It's maybe a mess, but really we're only getting it so we can get an ME system. Yes, now the items are flowing in. Perfect. Okay, good. Good, good, good. How many do we have? 15? Wow. Wow, guys. And that was because we've went through the sulfuric acid. We've went through all of the pieces. And that's what we're needing this for. Why is this not combining anymore? Oh, because you need 8 per. That's right. So yeah, all I have to do now is just kind of get all the tungsten because I just didn't have enough tungsten at the time. And I'm going to need more than 64, I'm pretty sure. Because I have to do the crusher. And I don't think I can... I might be able to set this to go to the next machine next to it. So red... transporter config. Goes to the red, so that side config. Red. Input. Side config. Dark blue output. Strict input off. It should go in here. Eject on. There we go. Okay, so now it's going. So I have to set that to eject. And now it's going to pump the tungsten over here. And then we're going to get that. And then, what machine needs it? This machine? I don't know if you can actually pump the items in. The only way we could probably test is with a hopper. And if it goes in with a hopper, I can just run a pipe and then it's automated. Right? So it doesn't go in. I think maybe it does on the top. Right. All we can do is try, guys. It's all we can do. It's all we can hope for. Yes, it goes in from the top. Alright, so that means that we can run a item pipe. So, actually we can use Mechanism's pipe. Right? It's so hard to see their pipes. Basic mechanical pipe. That looks like fluids. It's not what we want. We want universal cable is for power. Logistic transport. That's what we need. Where is the basic logistic? There it is. So steel and one of those guys. Okay. So steel and this. I don't have steel on me. So there we go. That'll give us the logistical pipe, which is an item transfer pipe. And I'm I thought you could transfer from... I guess you have to transfer from there. Which is okay. We'll just run it high up top so we can have access to the bottom. And we'll transfer from the top. We'll do blue from the top. Output up, right? Is that different color blue? Auto eject on. So there we go. Bam. So yeah, that was not that bad at all, guys. We already at 25. Man, this is this was a learning experience. I mean, I do like the mechanism machines. They are pretty noisy. But if we hadn't silenced these to begin with, it would be very, very noisy. Very noisy, guys. It's doing a really good job, though. As long as we have enough tungsten. As long as we have enough sulfuric acid, which we have plenty. It seems like our only bottleneck is sulfur dioxide. And yeah, just sulfur dioxide. And this, which we should have done from the beginning. Should have had that worked out from the beginning. I think we can honestly speed things up just a bit faster. I know I'm probably pushing a little bit further in the episode. But hopefully you guys stick around. I hope this is interesting and like fascinating to you guys. Hope you guys are learning something. Let's throw that in there. Yeah, that's going to go a little bit faster. I keep accidentally picking it up. And there's some tungsten dust. So yeah. And this is magnetic craft, which I think is what's coming out of the other one. It may not be, though. Let's get 8 of those. We'll take 8. I think you can actually put a lubricator on this thing. And it will go faster. Let me take the lubricator off of this. And see. I think it does. Yes. You put a lubricator on there. Grab a lubricator. Get a whole can full of it. See if this speeds it up. Yeah, it almost like doubles it. Almost. It's a little bit of an increase. It's still an increase. So you can't complain there. All right. We have 35 guys. We only needed 32 and we needed Cinnabar. Guess what quest we're completing today? That's right. We did it. We did it, guys. We did it. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. Because we're fixing to unlock something awesome. Alright, so over here. Cinnabar. Do you think we need enough? You think we have enough? I think we do. And I think we have enough of this as well. Guys? I'm excited. We just unlocked digital storage. And wow, is this the last quest line for this? It didn't unlock another quest line. Huh. I wonder, the large multi-blocks? I wonder if that is power. Wow, we are that far, guys. Digital storage. I bet one of the quests. Oh, man. I bet there's going to be something that actually requires the digital storage. And it's going to be ridiculous. Yeah, it didn't unlock anything else. I bet, like, Galactic Craft. I bet that unlocks something. Space and beyond. Look at this. Look at this tree that we've been working on. Man. I don't think we have anything else complete. I'm going to be working on this soon. These two are the last ones that we are going to open in this section. I just really wanted to get digital storage up because next episode, we're going to be making ourselves AE stuff. We're going to get into the stamps. Actually, I want to see. we may not be able to. I don't know, because I don't know how hard the presses are to make. Okay. Oh, good. I was about to say, I really hope that the only way to make it was not getting into mystical agriculture, because we haven't done that yet. I think we're golden. I think we're good. That's the only thing we need is the combustion. Put this stuff in the combustion chamber with the iron block. We're good, guys. We'll have that automated and set up because we have thermal expansion. We can have some really good automation processes going on with that. I think we're good to go. Like, I honestly don't know what we're going to use all this for. Maybe we can use it for something else later on down the line. I think you can put other ore in here instead of this ore, and it will work. So yeah, I think I'm done with this ore. I don't really know what else to do with it. What is it lacking right now? Why is it not working? Kind of weird. So yeah, this right here should make some really nice stuff. Huh. I guess it's like you don't need to make it anymore, so I'm not going to. It's weird. So yeah, I wonder what I want to see this right here. What do these actually do? Okay, so I see it can make like other things. You can make shards. Okay. And what are shards completely used for? So shards has a chance of spawning something else, making a tin clump, and then the tin clump makes dirty tin dust. And the dirty tin dust makes tin dust. I honestly don't know. I don't even know. Maybe you guys can let me know. But it doesn't matter. We got AE coming. I hope you guys are ready for that. I think I'm fixing to just literally rip this all out, and we're going to have an AE system set up here. That way we have just like a central space for it. And I'm sure we're going to end up getting some wireless stuff. So that's going to be really nice. What all access? What wireless do we have? Wireless crafting terminal. All of that stuff is the same. I don't think there's the infinity booster card. We just need all these wireless booster cards, which those are super easy to make. Infinity booster card. Flux pearls. Wireless receiver. That's actually not that hard. And it looks like a little cat face. How funny is that? Okay, so yeah, we're going to be working with AE next episode. Hopefully you guys are ready. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.